All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel again. Thank y'all so much for coming over, man. We are back on the Art of Dialogue channel, and I had to see what Gene Deal had to say about Diddy's 50-month prison sentence. Title here says Gene Deal breaks silence on Diddy's 50-month prison sentence. Now, I'm trying to remember what Gene thought he was going to get. I can't remember, but we ain't gonna waste no more time. The original video will be in the description. This video is 34 minutes long. I don't think I'm gonna react to the whole thing. I just want to see what his initial reaction was to the time. Let's jump right into it.
You already know I got to get your take on it, man. And Diddy, he got 50 months in prison. How you feeling about it, man?
Well, since this is going to be my last Art of a Dialogue interview, and
I doubt it.
The Diddy trial and the Diddy saga is over, like the Gene Deal story ain't big as the Diddy trial or the Diddy story. Man, I feel good, man. I feel good way before the sentencing, and I'm gonna feel good way after it. You know what I'm saying? That the sentencing don't have anything to do with how I feel. It just goes me to show that tells me when God puts you in a position and puts you in a place to be involved in something, his word ain't never wrong. It is exactly what I said on my show. I said, Diddy gonna end up doing 24 months in prison. The judge gave him 50 months, but you gotta realize he already had 14 months in it.
Okay, so he said 20. I just can't remember him saying that. 24 months. Yeah, he definitely got a slap on the wrist. I hope he talks about what he think is going to happen in prison and when he gets out.
Practically, and he's going to get credit for 2 months of that 14 months. That give him 16 months. He's going to do 24 months, which is going to give him about 30 months because he only had to do 85% in the feds, and he goes to probably a halfway house. So he got off like a fat rat in a cheese factory. But for a dude like Diddy going to jail and spending all that time, you know, I'm not saying it's going to be rough or nothing like that because his former president of Bad Boy, Kirk Burrows, with the federal jail. You understand? Lil' Kim with the federal jail. So, you know, because the type of dude he is, you know, he'll make it. He'll be all right. And plus, they're going to send him to a camp, bruh. He'll be in somebody camp or somebody dormitory, whereas that it'll be real light for him. So, you know, he'll see the streets back again in 24 months. He'll be out within 2 years. It seems like a lot saying 50 months and everything like that, but it's not really a lot. Not at all, bro. It's not a lot at all. You know what I'm saying? I know for executive, somebody who's been a jet setter, somebody who's been going all around the world, been in all kind of, you know, stadiums, galas, and living in mansions. You know, it's a lot of people who lived in mansions that's in federal jail. You know, you got Senator Melendez from Jersey in jail. You got a lot of them in jail doing way more time than him. You know what I'm saying? So he'll be all right, man. I think that, you know, he got off like a fat rat in a cheese factory, bro. You know what I'm saying? He got off. Based on how the judge started the whole sentence, he was talking about coercion.
That's what
he was talking about relevant conduct. He was talking about, he even said that with Diddy conduct and what he was doing, he should get a sizable sentence or something like that. You know, like his sentences should be a large sentence. And I think that, you know, 50 months, I don't see that as being large. You know what I'm saying? It's not even a third. I think the third of the guidelines where the probation report said. I think the probation report started at 72 months.
Yeah.
So
That's exactly what I was saying. And as the judge was talking, when they were reporting what the judge was saying, it seemed like he was going to go higher. It seemed like he was going to go higher. But again, whenever this dude get out, man, he better count his lucky stars. Because I feel like if something happens again, they're really going to throw the book at him. Maybe.
it's almost it. What was it? That's like a 72 months, 50 months, close to a not even a third. It's a little over a third of what the probation report said he should get. But it is what it is.
So you feel like he got off? 50 months wasn't enough for you?
Yeah, listen to me, man. What people don't understand is they look at the Mann Act as only being something about. There's different sections. If you read the Mann Act, it talks about rape. It talks about coercion. It talks about somebody being beaten. It talks about a lot of different things in that Mann Act that gives people a lot of time, because you could get up to, I think, about 135 months for that Mann Act. You understand what I'm saying? You can get up to 135 months. That's close to 10 years, I think, or better. So it's different versions, it's different sections in that whole act based on what they call relevant conduct that you do in that stuff. And then he did a lot of shit. He beat people. He drugged people. The judge even said this.
Yeah.
You understand? The judge spoke about coercion. And no matter what the what you call them people, the jurors, said and thought and everything like that, the judge spoke about his coercion, his relevant conduct. The judge spoke about, mitigating circumstances, you know what I'm saying? A lot of shit the judge spoke about. Look at here. That's why the judge said relevant conduct. You understand? He got caught with guns. Guns in the house with the serial number. The judge knew that.
Yeah.
You understand? Relevant conduct. You understand? That he didn't get charged with.
He ain't lying.
The beating of Jane, hitting in the head, the assault, and all that stuff of Cassie. All those things, they probably couldn't. I don't guess they could have charged him with them, but it came up in the trial. All that's relevant conduct. You understand? And people don't understand all the things that he was doing. Then the judge made a point. When you go and talk to the managers and you talk to people about hiding evidence. You understand? Remember the fact in the trial when it came up that he gave the guy $100,000 and some $100,000 $100,000 to keep the tape that from cashing them? That's relevant conduct. Your judge was speaking about all that. So now, if he's doing that, and the judge is saying all of the stuff that he did that was wrong, what else? Having security.
It was just that, the whole statute of limitations, like, that's what I said before the trial started, when you seen all that stuff about this and that and kids and all these things, but like the statute of limitations. So it's like the judge was like looking at everything that had been talked about. And these people, they see the stuff we see, even though they didn't bring it up in court. They see the stuff we see in all these videos that be surfacing, but they could only charge him for what he was being charged for, but it's like he was telling Diddy, like, I seen everything. I know everything that you did, all the things that people were accusing you of. So I'm going to give you this time. It's like count your lucky stars, because I could have gave you more. But a lot of people are saying he should have gave him more. He should have went more to the 5 and 7, because they don't believe that Diddy, because a lot of people label him as a narcissist, is going to take this time in jail to like come out a new person. But I guess we'll see.
Take people, put them up in abandoned buildings and threaten them. The judge had all that information. So it was no way this judge was going to let Diddy walk away and talking about Mark Allegara, his lawyer, talking about, well, I want him to walk out of court today. I want him to only have 14 months or whatever. Come on, man. The judge, after he made those statements, they was toying with the judge because they had made so many statements. The judge had made statements prior to any one of those lawyers speaking. How the hell could they even say some of the stuff they didn't say? I thought when the lawyers, I was happy when Diddy's lawyers was speaking because they was burying him more than they was helping him. If you listen to what his lawyers was saying, you know, based on them speaking for him, the best person that spoke for Diddy was Diddy this day. The best person that spoke for Diddy was Diddy. All that other stuff and all the things that he did and he got away with it, he going at Suge Knight and them with guns. You understand? Going, there was testimony in the trial about that. There was testimony he going to Kid Cudi's house. Allegedly, Mike having somebody set his car on fire. Tearing up all his Christmas gifts. Throwing an ashtray, hitting somebody in the head with it. Beating Cassie on multiple occasions. There was a lot of stuff that came out in the trial that the judge knew about it. So the judge couldn't just let him walk out of there with nothing. But the judge and them, you know, listen here, bro. The judge and them gave him, well, not gave him, but let him off easy, bro. He got let off easy. And don't get me wrong, bro. I don't want to see a black man in jail. I don't want to see a black man in jail. But I don't care nothing about it.
I mean, yeah, to me, it ain't got nothing to really do with like the skin color. It's just your actions, the evilness that you're doing. Like, it's a lot of people that feared him. And I think right now with the 2 years, a lot of people are trying to game plan to like get away, to be honest with you. I feel like a lot of people who had something to say and thought he was going to get more time are probably using his 2 years to get away so he can't come after them if possible, you know?
I don't want to see a black man in jail. I don't want to see a black man in jail. But I don't care nothing about Diddy going to jail. That's a big difference to me. I never want to see a black man going to jail based on the circumstance, based on the situation, based on he may not have the legal team because a lot of us get railroaded. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of us get railroaded. So I don't never want to see no black, you know, yo, that's what these cats are going to be saying. Yo, they want to see a nigga. Nah, bro. I fought to keep guys out of jail for 27 years. But do I care about him going to jail? Nah, I don't, bro.
Okay. I'm just going to stop the video right there because he gave me enough information of what I was looking for, just as far as his natural reaction or instant reaction. But yeah, I feel like most people think he should have got the 5 to 7. I guess like, because what I'm saying is like in these 2 years and some change when he get out, are we going to be saying, I told y'all, I told you, they should have kept him in there longer. I'm just wondering if that's going to happen because A lot of people will say this, they'll say that until it's their child, their daughter, or somebody in the same situation. Then they gonna be like, y'all need to lock him up. Don't let him out. People are funny. People are funny, man. I told you, some people need to be in certain situations to really grasp and understand how dangerous people can be. But all right, hey, shout out to Art of Dialogue and Gene Deal for the video. Again, I'll leave the original. It's like 34 minutes long. I stopped it at the 10:20 mark. All right, peace out.